Hello, College Park family.
Hi.
We miss you. We've just been hanging out.
My name's Mike.
Carrie.
And my name's Arrow.
A-R-O. Michael asked us if we could make a video for you guys, and
touching my eyes.
I know, I was
washed
like,
my hands.
I
and
just scratched my
sanitized them.
nose. We are trying not to touch our faces. Stop touching your face. And we can recommend. I'm going to recommend some books to you. Mike's going to recommend some music to you. Things that we are listening to and reading to comfort ourselves.
And I recommend playing with Legos.
And Atticus recommends playing with Legos. When it comes to the books, our recommendation and our request would be that you please order from Scuppernong, or if you are far away from here, order from your independent bookstore. Scuppernong is only charging $1 for delivery right now. Sorry, I'm touching my face. So that's a great way to help one of our local businesses that has been very good to us. Anything else?
I don't know. Does it help to check out books from the online library?
Well, that's fine. It's just since the public library is closed, if you need one of these books, you can get it from Scuppernong. We listened to Michael's sermon. We went to the park today, and so the first thing that I wanted to recommend is this book called Consider the Birds by Debbie Blue. If you liked Michael's sermon and the Mary Oliver quotes about birds and just nature, and you could hear the birds in the background when Michael was talking. Consider the Birds by Debbie Blue. It talks about all the different ways that God is referred to as a bird in the Bible, including like mother hen, and then of course some of the ones you might already know of, like the dove. But it's very good. I liked it quite a lot. There you go. It's been a lot of me talking.
It has been a lot of you talking, but that's okay.
Are you gonna...
So music that is bringing us comfort this week is one album. I thought I'd pick the Indigo Girls. This album is my favorite of theirs. It's their first one. And it's opens with Closer to Find, and it's incredible. So with their Facebook, Instagram concert that they did this week, they were going to play for an hour and 15 minutes and played for an hour and a half. Took lots of questions, and it was just a great time. And
It made me feel better.
Yeah, so
it was really good.
That's the first thing
Indigo
I would
Girls.
recommend.
I have an anti-recommendation. A few summers ago, both of the book clubs read Station 11. Now is not the time for this book. Do not read Station 11 at the current time, because it's about a flu that spreads and lots of people die.
Why not?
Don't read this right now. Instead,
Do read it right now. It's about right now.
Instead, maybe something like Good Morning, Good Night by Lin-Manuel Miranda of Hamilton fame. There it is. That's better. We picked this room because of the light, but then it made it hard to see. It's got just a little short thing to read every morning, and there's cute little drawings. It might make you feel better. Like, good morning. I believe in you. Not always in our leaders, not always in the subway schedules, but always in you. You unwavering. Just a little something to make you feel better each morning.
Oh, wait. Wait, you got this on your pajamas?
I do have that. Mama ordered me pajamas with...
Okay.
You gotta lean it. There.
It says, good morning, eyes up, hearts up, minds sharp, compassion on full blast, sips coffee. Okay, let's go. Good night, eyes shut, hearts open, minds calm, empathy on full blast, sips tea. Okay, let's go.
That's right. All right.
So this one might be in the you may not want to listen to, but you may want to listen to. A lot of what I picked would be things I would put in my play in the evening while I'm on the back porch reading. And so there's several songs from Coldplay's Viva, Vida, or Death and All His Friends. It is a great album. Might be their best overall album. And it's really, really great. It's got some wonderful songs, but it does rely a little on war and death. But it also has hope, and songs like Strawberry Swing are just incredibly great to find comfort in. So that is one that I would recommend But again, kind of like Station 11, I did put that on hold at the library to listen to the audiobook because I've been watching the 12 Monkeys TV show.
I don't know if there's anything more cozy than mysteries. So one of my favorite mysteries is called The Beekeeper's Apprentice by Laurie King. And it's about when Sherlock Holmes is older, he's retired.
This is not the TV show, but...
I don't recommend 12 Monkeys right now. It's Sherlock Holmes is older and he's retired, and he gets a young woman as his apprentice who is just as smart and perceptive as he is. And I really enjoy this. Some other mysteries that I find really cozy. Obviously, the #1 Ladies Detective Agency is really good. They're almost not even really mysteries, but they're very cozy.
They're so sweet.
And I like the Lord Peter mysteries by Dorothy Sayers. They actually also have some good theological elements as well. She was quite a theologian herself. So mysteries, this might be a good time for those. They're very cozy.
So when I think about like this staying in and doing everything we can to, not spread the virus and to protect everyone, I'm thinking, and Atticus and his grandma have been talking about, rationing back when World War II was going on. I was thinking about, this is very old-timey, and my favorite artist is M. Ward, and you can see it's spelled right there. M stands for Matt, last name is Ward. This is my favorite album of his, and it is very, very reminiscent of old-timey radio, which is, this album is called Transistor Radio, and it's just wonderful, and this is the album that I'm going to listen to a lot this week. Where'd Atticus go?
With me?
There you are. I listened to it. You're going to hear it a lot.
On a lot, yeah.
But this album is just great with a lot of throwback styles to Louis Armstrong and other great artists as well. So, my all-time favorite album by my all-time favorite artist.
If you need something funny, this might be a good time for something funny. And I chose Tina Fey's Bossypants. This is a really funny one. Humor is hard because everybody finds different things funny, right? Like, you think Captain Underpants is funny, but I don't really think it's funny.
I don't think Captain Underpants is funny.
They were just making Captain Underpants jokes on the way home, but suddenly Captain Underpants is not funny. Okay.
Medicine is the best medicine.
Medicine is the best medicine, according to Captain Poopy Pants.
Professor
Poopy Pants.
Professor P.
So, anyways, think of things that are funny. If you need help thinking of funny books, I'd be happy to help crowdsource that for you, but this is one that came to mind for me. I like several of these, like where the actresses have written kind of memoir essays, but this is the best one. Tina Fey.
All right, so my next recommendation, if you need something calming and bring comfort, is another one of my favorite bands is the Innocence Mission, and this is their latest album that just came out back in March, and it's called February. When did you go see Dear Hank and John? That might have been January. Whenever you went. This is called See You Tomorrow, and they also have a Lullabies album that they released that is something that Atticus listened to when he was a baby, and it's something that I actually listen to a lot to help me fall asleep. It's a lot of standards being sung by them. It starts with Stay Awake from The Sound of Music, and I could not make it through that time without falling asleep when I listened to it. Yes, it's a reverse psychology song. You really should watch The Sound of Music. That's his homework this week.
No,
watch
it's
The
not.
Sound of Music. So, the Innocence Mission, they are a wonderful band from Pennsylvania that I have realized that I've been listening to for 25 years, which is like forever.
chapter books, I know for kids, I know that we've got some other kids in the church who liked this one, like Ruby and Ryan, and maybe there's some others as well. But Atticus and I read Front Desk by Kelly Yang. He got it at his anti-racism camp last summer, and we read it together, and we both really liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
It's about a girl whose family moves here from China, and
Can't spoil anything.
I'm not going to spoil anything. And they start working at a motel. And so this is good. I would say
You should read this out of all the books.
4th through 6th grade, or younger. Atticus and Ruby have both read it as like read alouds with their parents. So
Is there a medal on there?
yes, it Asian American Pacific Award. So anyway, we really like this, and it might be a good time to read about Chinese Americans.
All right. Another one of my favorite back porch listening to music is Over the Rhine. And Over the Rhine, this is Meet Me at the Edge of the World. And it is husband and wife who make wonderful music together. And it's just great. There's a song on here that I love, but I overplayed, so I can't listen to it much anymore, about what was it about? Oh, it's on this side, like Blue Jean Sky. I played all the time to where Carrie's like, you can't play that song anymore, but it's just a wonderful, wonderful song. And I highly recommend Over the Rhine. Wonderful, wonderful vocals and instrumentation.
And we're having to work with what we have here. So if I was at school, I'd have lots and lots of picture book recommendations, but I'm not allowed to go to school anymore. So I wanted to highlight one of my favorites, The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. It's the story of the Three Little Pigs told from the wolf's perspective. He says,
It is actually the true story.
He says that he just had a cold, and he wanted to borrow a cup of sugar, and he did not mean to blow everyone's house down. Might be a good time to talk about, whether people are telling the truth in the news. For example. Just a suggestion. It's very funny, and then also gives you a lot to talk about who you believe and what they're telling you.
I believe him.
We're going to have to keep talking about that then.
What?
All right. My last one that I have here is the band The Head and the Heart. And this is their album, Let's Be Still. The song Let's Be Still is just a great song about slowing down and just living in the moments, in the quiet. And so I like this album overall, and it is wonderful to listen to. But Let's Be Still is one of the songs I put in my Christmas playlist as well, because it's just a great reminder of just slowing down instead of being in the hustle and bustle of the Christmas season. And now we are being forced to slow down, and let's just find the joy in that.
And last but not least, Red a Crayon Story by Michael Hall.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think
By
people
you.
would? Why do you think people would like that?
Because, I don't know.
It's just a nice story about accepting people for who they are.
Oh.
And I think that's all we had. We miss you guys.
Yeah.
If you want to borrow any of these, I can bring them to your house.
Or we can mail them to you.
And I can wear gloves, and you can wipe off the covers. If you want help thinking of something to read, reach out. And please do, if you're going to buy anything, try to buy it locally if you can.
Yeah. Hippo Records is a good vinyl store that you can support as well. I think they're still open. All right. Miss you
Anything
all.
else you want to say?
No.
What have you been listening to and reading?
Nothing.
Atticus was reading Dog Man the other night. I think that's his comfort reading.
Yeah.
It is.
All right.
I'm reading Codename Verity because Carrie says
It's really good.
It's one of her favorites. I'm like,
It's one of my favorite
I'll
young
check it
adult
out.
novels. All right. We miss you. We'll see you maybe next week. We'll think of some more fun things to recommend this week. Do you want to press pause?
Sure.
All right.
There's
Thank
always
you.
the awkward part of the video where the face gets very close and like.
Bye.